Hello and welcome again to the preview of the rune reading that I do every month on Substack. And this is the one for August. It's sort of a general analysis of the dominant tendencies of the month. And interestingly enough, the central rune that I pulled is the same one that I wrote my latest Galderen Stada installment about, which is Uruz, the primordial cow, Audumla. So the rune of physical strength, virility, vitality, mostly of the body, but of course this can never be seen separate from one's psyche and emotional world. They affect each other in more ways than we often give it credit for. The body, the human body, being a symbol of how nature organizes itself on the micro scale, as opposed to the larger nature, the macro scale. The body often reflects the environment around us. We eat bad food, the body pays the price. We don't take care of our wounds and illnesses, or our environment tends to inflict wounds and illnesses on us. The body pays the price for it. We neglect the body, we suffer for it emotionally, psychologically, mentally. But as said, the state of the body and its environment also reflect upon each other. A healthy body is going to feel better psychologically, emotionally. It's also going to make an effort to beautify or fortify the environment around it. Everything is connected that way. So if you find yourself in a bad environment and it starts to show up as physical ailments or stress, within reason, generally speaking, it is time to remove oneself from that environment if and when we can, or to make contingency plans for when and if we can. Now, in this month, in this reading, the rune was upside down. And that would be then the general tenor of this month, that we might encounter physical discomforts due to things outside of our direct control. Plenty of countries in Europe are experiencing a particularly hot and dry summer, which for many people, including myself, affects their overall vitality. Lots of people take these vitamin supplements in summer to replenish their body's mineral vitamins. This lack of vitality, or this tiredness that we experience during summers or when it's really hot, is actually as a response mechanism of the body, a self-preservation mechanism for not overheating, which can cause real problems for us. It's also to not exert ourselves so that we lose even more minerals than we already struggle to hold on to, or many of us at least. So the body makes us feel more tired in order to preserve as much energy and minerals as possible. Now, summer heat is of course a factor to the general tenor of the month, which of course will affect us in our overall endeavors, but it also, it just seems to be a lackluster month in general. And a great many of us seek to or attempt to remedy this with a summer holiday. Plenty of people go abroad or anywhere else, and it might make our local neighborhoods feel more empty, just more lackluster because of the decreased human activity around. That feeling of, why am I even bother going to the bar or to my usual stomping grounds? My friends are not there anyway. So everything feels slower. Nothing's really moving. It's emptier. Now, of course, this may also easily translate itself into the world of politics, which does affect us to a certain extent. Nothing moves. Everything seems to stall and not move anywhere. Decisions not being made, put off. But this is temporary. Just an example, where I live in Italy, we have Ferragosto between the 1st and the 15th of August. Everything grinds to a halt here. Lots of shops aren't open, lots of companies close, And that is also true for the Senate and the Parliament. They just don't work. They have a summer break as well. Nobody even wants to work in this heat. But it's temporary. It just seems as if nothing is moving for now. But also with the rune upside down, it is likewise that we may run into extreme stubbornness from ourselves, but also from our surroundings, from friends and family, and politicians, civil servants, and bureaucrats. I mean, the sort of stubbornness that seems very unreasonable and dogmatic. So examine your own motivations when observing this in yourself, because we're not immune. I'm not immune. I've observed this in myself as well. Now, this mentality can be useful for sure, but it can also impede you. So be mindful of it, to examine your situation. Is it actually helping you, or is it slowing you down too? That's really the only thing we can control, is our own conduct. We really can't control anyone else or anything else for that matter, but ourselves, yes. Now, that's not to say that we need to be yes men or doormats, or we need to go out of our way to accommodate or appease or be flexible towards other people. No, just means take good inventory of your situation and be honest to yourself, or whether or not stubbornness about certain things is helping you or is keeping you in a place you would rather not be. Now, about the world of politics, by which I mean the parasite class, the abstain class, expect no resolutions, but do expect them to dig their heels in whatever it is. That very much seems to be on the horizon, on the broader world of politics, especially for Europe or the West, the North. That was it. I know it's not the most positive one. The whole reading, by the way, was all upside down runes, all of them. That has never happened in any of the rune readings I did like this. These monthly ones, this is the first time this happened. So this does contribute to a very, very slow feeling this month, as if you're walking through knee-high water. That is seems to be a very dominant energy this month, but it will pass. It won't last. Now, thank you so much for listening, and also thank you very much for the response, the views, the comments, the engagement with the last Rune Shack radio. I was very, very happy with how it was received. So was my guest. Thanks again, Kim, for coming on. And thank you again for listening to this one as well. May you walk with the gods.